drunk about 3 pints of lemsip, so I'm feeling a little bit peculiar. It's pathetic, really. I mean, I used to go out clubbing. But it's kind of getting older, I suppose. Everything sort of slows down. I'm not so much into sex as I used to be. When my wife could walk into the living room naked apart from a pair of suspenders and she'd say, "Do you want to come upstairs and have some sex?" Cue eyes on. Not even a new one of the repeats all day. Yeah, that's fine. Completely different when I was in my 20s, though. Completely different. I'll go after a club out naked, apart from a pair of suspenders and stuff. She'd look over and say, "Do you want to have some sex?" Well, I did. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, give me a cheer if you've been on holiday this year. But don't worry if you haven't been on holiday this year, because I went on holiday a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's safe to say it was the most stressful 2 weeks of my life. Probably shouldn't have taken my family, but it's actually, the holiday was fine. The holiday was fine. It's the travelling I can't stand. Because there's always that guy on the plane, marching up and down the aisle, trying to calm the baby down, but basically spreading the misery all around. And then the baby vomits on him, so he's covered in vomit, going up and down the aisle with a screaming baby. And then the baby does one of those explosive shits, you know, like a poo hand grenade. There's all of the baby's back and down its legs, and he's walking up and down the aisle, covered in vomit, reeking of poo, with a screaming baby. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this year, that guy was me. And it doesn't matter how bad it is to be in that situation, it is a million times worse to be responsible for it. And technically, I built half of that baby. I don't know where the volume control is. I'm very sorry. There were 300 passengers on board that plane. Every single one of them wanted me dead, including my wife. I took the baby over to her. I said, "Darling, surely it's your turn." She looked me straight in the eye and said, "I've never seen you before in my life." 3 minutes when you make the strange man and the crying baby go away. But anyway, so we went on a holiday and I thought, I'll try out a bit of the local lingo. So, bonjour, comment allez-vous? Unfortunately, it's Spain. So, didn't really work. They just thought there was a French man with special needs or reason. But I did better in my French GCSE than my Spanish. So that's why I thought I'd give it a shot. Because I was dreadful at Spanish at school. Did you still have to do that thing where you write a letter to your Spanish pen pal in the exam? You know, like you've never done before. One of those useful life lessons you get from school, like how Oxford legs form and shit like that. I have a better one, I'm sorry. Anyway, I got to the exam and I had to write this letter to my Spanish pen pal, Juan. But the problem was, the only thing I knew how to say in Spanish was what someone's name was, how old they were, and for some reason, the number 16. In Spanish, I could remember all the numbers in English. I'm quite clever. So I sat down to write this letter to my Spanish pen pal, and it started like this. Hola, Juan. Hello, John. My name is Tim. I am 16. Now, I think you can all agree it's going rather well. I've said hello, I've introduced myself, and I've given him a bit of information. But I needed more. And then, in a moment of brilliance, I remembered the Spanish for dog. So I thought I can work with this. And I started the next sentence with great enthusiasm. I have 2 dogs called Toby and Jane. They are 16. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you. They weren't 16. In fact, they were dead. information. We're just getting to know each other. And if you're going to break that sort of news, that's the sort of thing, maybe a phone call, rather than a little note. So, I've really let me off this little white line. And so now I've got 2 sentences of my letter to Juan. But 2 sentences, it's barely a note. I needed 1 more. So I thought, what does Juan want to know about Tim? What does he need to know? And I thought, of course, he's going to want to know what makes me tick, where I come from. I thought, brilliant, my parents. So I started the final sentence in my letter. It went, my mother and father are called Helen and Gwyll. They are 60. Thank you very much.